and welcome to the TurnBuckle Talk podcast with your host, the Hired Gun. So first, like, subscribe, share. How y'all doing, y'all? So, long weekend. Uh, long weekend. WrestleMania weekend. Some people would say it didn't feel like it all week, but it was, you know. And I'm gonna say I enjoyed WrestleMania the whole week, the whole weekend of it. It started off Friday for me, it ended Sunday, and now we here Monday, the Raw Mania. All right, so let me go into Mania right quick. So the main event for night one saved WrestleMania for night one. Right? Right? We can say that, right? Like the best match on that show for night one was the main event. Was the main event, right? 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 And then night two, the show saved the main event. Because this ain't got nothing. When I say this ain't got nothing to do with Cody losing. I knew Cody was losing 3 weeks ago. Okay, I knew Cody was losing maybe 2 months ago. I went back and forth on it, yes, but I knew Cody was losing. Right, all right. So when I say this has nothing to do with Cody losing. It has nothing to do with Cody losing the Cena. Because I knew he was winning. So, like, I'm gonna say this and just move on from it after that. But after I say what I gotta say about it, the match wasn't good to me. Had nothing to do with Cody. Something to do with Cena. Like, but, like, it just wasn't a good match. I didn't like the ending. Like, and I'm not one of these guys that say that Travis Scott shouldn't have been in the ring or be a part of this. No, no, no. I'm not, but I didn't like how slow it took him to get to the fucking ring. Like, he took forever to get to the ring. And the more I think about it, the comment I've seen online about how the ending was put. Like, I got more on the ending, and like how the ending was booked than the actual match was booked. Because again, this has nothing to do with Cena winning for me. Nothing. It has nothing to do with Cody losing. Nothing. Because Cody could have lost to anybody and I would have been cool with it. So it has nothing to do with that situation at all. At all. So like am I mad that Cody lost? No. No. Cody had the belt for a year. A whole fucking year plus. Jay's not gonna get that. Right? Like, Jay's not gonna get that. Like, Jay's not gonna get a year long reign of being world champ. Which, kudos to Jay. He won. I enjoyed his match. Night one. Alright, I don't got a problem with him going. I don't got a problem with him going. I don't got a problem with Jay going first, because if you're not last, you first. And then, like, Ryan said that they call him the main event, but to my defense on that, they've been calling him the main event. Like, they was calling him that before he started main eventing stuff. Because Jay has main evented shows. He just didn't main event WrestleMania. Which he's not the first one to win the Rumble to main event to not main event WrestleMania. Like he's not. Shinsei didn't main event. Sheamus didn't main event. And yes, I get it. His nickname, but again, his nickname was given to him before. It was given to him when in the pandemic, right? And then if you look up Jay's resume, he has main evented stuff. It just wasn't the Rumble, and he was never gonna main event neither one of these nights. Even if CM Punk and Roman and Seth didn't main event one of these nights, right? He was still not going to main event one of these nights. Like Bianca didn't main event one of these nights, right? And that match killed. That was probably one of the best matches on both nights, right? And that didn't main event, and that should have. Punk even said it should have. Now let me get into night one, right? In that main event. No, well, hold on. Let me go into detail on something. I don't, as much as I liked it the main event for night one, and didn't like the main event for night two. Part of the problem is both nights ended in low blows. Cena low blow Cody, and Paul Heyman low blowed Roman and CM Punk. It should have been a different ending to one of them. Now, let me also say this about both endings. If you listen to certain things in promos, you kind of know how it's going to end. If you listen to Seth Rollins promo he did, Friday on SmackDown, he told you what was going to happen. Like he told you what was going to happen Saturday. If you go back and listen to the CM Punk, not CM Punk, if you go back and listen to Seth Rollins promo, right? As you go back and listen to Seth Rollins promo, he tells you what's gonna happen then, right? Right. Move on to the night two main event. If you listen to Cody's promo, when they go back and forth at each other, not the second time, the first time, when they go back and forth with each other on promo to promo, right? If you listen to the end of Cody's promo, when he says, "John, you're still my hero, but you're still a piece of shit." The hero part. If you hear that, you know how it's gonna end. Like, you know how it's gonna end when Cody says that. Cody's gonna go to hit him, and John's gonna tell him no. Cody's gonna stop, and then Cena's gonna turn on him again and break his heart all over again. Storytelling. So night one in the main event, because I'm not talking about Asian Max. I'm talking about this stuff. I'll be back on here again. Talk about some more, but I gotta get this out before Monday. I mean, not Monday. Tonight. But the right person won. And then let me be clear here, right? Let me be clear on Paul. Paul didn't betray CM Punk. He didn't. Like, as soon as CM Punk, as soon as Paul came down to the ring with CM Punk, it was like the favor was granted. So whatever Paul did after that didn't matter, right? Unless this was for his title, which it wasn't, right? Because if it was for his title, then Paul couldn't do what he did Saturday. But it wasn't, right? And the favor was for Paul Heyman to walk down to with CM Punk down to the ring for the main event, and that's what he did. So favor was given, favor was granted, right? Right. So whatever Paul Heyman did after that didn't matter. Whether Paul Heyman didn't low blow him and didn't betray him, or whether if he did or if he did, it didn't matter because Paul Heyman did what he said he was gonna do, right? Right? Paul didn't lie. Paul didn't lie to CM Punk. Now, whatever CM Punk comes out to say tonight, it's whatever. It's legit whatever after that. Now, we knew, again, if you listen to Seth Rollins promo Friday on SmackDown, we knew then. We knew then that Seth and Paul Heyman were going to work together. Now, some people might say that promo was to throw people off, which, okay, cool, but legit, if you listen to the promo, you knew what was gonna happen. If you listen to the promo, you knew legit what was gonna happen. Then there was no way getting around that. There was no way getting around that. All right, if you listen to the promo, you knew what was gonna happen then. All right, I enjoyed that whole match from beginning to the end. So let me talk about night two right quick. Not the main event. Randy Orton's opponent. Now, usually I don't get into arguments with wrestling fans. I don't. Especially when it's gonna get me nowhere. All right. So listen, y'all. Who I'm gonna talk about has nothing to do with anybody that that is a friend of me, right? But when you see people say that Orton deserved better than Joe Hendry last night, right? When you see people say it should have been Anderson Black or Rusev, right? Right? Who are both coming back, right? Then they don't watch. Like they don't watch it. Like it's not like they don't get it. Like if y'all saying that Randy Orton deserved better, the better match couldn't happen. Kevin Owens got hurt, and the better match couldn't happen. The build to the match that Randy Orton was supposed to get went left. It went far left. So any other match that Randy Orton could have had wouldn't have the same build, all right? Because anybody that was fighting Randy Orton Sunday was losing, right? Right? Any so instead of putting somebody in there like Anderson Black, right? Who's coming back Friday, this Friday, right? Or Rusev, who just signed back with the WWE, right? Instead of these guys, right, debuting and losing to Randy Orton, right, and losing to him. Why would you want that? Hmm? Think about that. Like, 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 why would you want your daily rematch for you to lose? So, and think about the match we were supposed to do. We were supposed to get Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. Kevin Owens was gonna lose, and he was gonna get punted. Like he was gonna get punted, like a punt for his match because that's what it was leading up to. So you're not getting that anymore because Kevin Owens is hurt, right? So so like so you go for the the next the next best thing. You go for the moment, right? So Joe Henry coming out there and fighting for like 5 minutes with Randy and getting RKO. This is a win-win for everybody, and for the people who are saying TNA got burned, shut the fuck up. Like shut the fuck up. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, man. Because if you look at Joe Henry's uh, tweets afterwards, he gets it. He gets why he was there. He was never gonna fucking win. Like, am I the biggest Joe Henry fan? No, no, no. But I get it. Honestly, like the same reason I get it with Jey Uso, and the same reason people get it with LA Knight. Which, let me be clear, I don't hate LA Knight. I don't. I don't. Alright? But when people try to compare LA Knight to Jay or say LA Knight deserves better, LA Knight is just as mad as Jay Uso. So sit the fuck up. Right? And I'm and what I'm saying is, I'm not talking about anybody that I know. Okay? So let's get that out the way now. Alright, I'm not talking about Coop. I'm not talking about anybody who like LA Knight on that level. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just letting you understand how I feel about this situation. Because if you're calling Jey Uso mid, you're calling LA Knight mid too. Okay? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Alright? If I was talking about Coop or anybody that I know, alright, I would say it. I would bring up the conversation we had about Seth. This ain't it. This is not that. This, this is not that discussion. Whatsoever. So, like, like, but just hear me out here. If Joe Hendry said yes to this, right? Right? Then he knew he was going. He knew what the fuck he was going out there for. And this ain't about nobody's opinion. You can have them. Just shut the fuck up. Like to me, I've been a TNA fan for a minute, all right, and this didn't hurt my feelings whatsoever. Like if this hurts your feelings, and what Kenny Omega did to TNA when he was a fucking champion for TNA didn't hurt your feelings, shut the fuck up. Joe Hendry was there to get RKO. Now, if we want to say the second RKO was a problem, completely understand. Completely understand. Okay? But, so, let's go into the Seth Rollins thing right quick. Now, where do we go from here with Seth? Since I get to John Cena in a minute, where do we go here from with Seth? Hmm? Hmm? Because that's the question. That's the main goal here. What happens tonight? Do we get a different Seth because he's with Paul Heyman? And the way Paul Heyman's been talking now, it sounds like he lost his voice here and there. But but the way Paul's talking right now, he's lethal right now. How he's talking. He's lethal right now. How he's talking. He was on Pat's show today, and he was lethal. What he was saying. So, where do we go from here? Now, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you straight up what's gonna happen. Not right away, but Seth is getting the belt back. Like, like Jay's gonna lose to Seth. Seth's the top heel on Raw now. That's the thing. Now, whether wherever we go from here, right? Wherever we go from here, like it ends with Seth Rollins being world champion again. He's the top heel now, right? Now, the only person he can fight besides Jay right now is CM Punk because Roman's going away again. Like Roman's gonna go away, and Roman's a SmackDown guy, right? So like that's the thing. That's the thing. Now, I'm not saying Roman can't pop up on Raw because he has, right? Right, but for right now, Roman's gonna go away because everybody besides Dean Ambrose has turned on him. Paul turned on him. Jimmy turned on him. Sammy turned on him. Jay turned on him. And let me say this about Jay: the side plates he got are ugly. Not the whole side plate, just the blue he added to it. Like it's ugly. Like it don't look good on the belt, but he wanted to be different. All right, so okay, but like everybody has turned on Roman besides Dean Ambrose. He ain't there. All right, so he probably would have to. All right, but like everybody has turned on Roman. Everybody, like everybody, like Solo turned on him too. All right, his whole family turned on him. Whole family. So Roman got to go away, and then with him and his promo and what he said. Once he doesn't have the wise men, he's not going to be the tribal chief no more. So there's that. Now, regardless of what happened, right, with not Solo, with Jacob and Jay, and them winning titles on Saturday, right? The bloodline's done. Like, did we get some evolutions from Jay And Jacob Fatu, yes, yes. But the bloodline is done. Like the OG bloodline, that's history. Like as soon as Paul Heyman uh did what he did Saturday, it's over. Now I don't know what's gonna happen with Roman. Now I'm gonna say this now. This must be said. Now how he comes back is gonna matter. Like it is, yeah, like it is. Like with Paul and Roman, it worked. You know, and the wife said, told me something, asked me something the other day. Or she said something the other day, alright, about Seth and Paul. And how Seth doesn't need Paul. And that's true. He don't. Doesn't. Doesn't. But CM Punk didn't need Paul in his work, right? And to a certain extent, Roman didn't need Paul. Like, did it work? Yes, yes. But he didn't need Paul. Like, and we're gonna see, like, we're gonna see how that pans out, cause he won't have Paul when he comes back, right? Like Roman won't have Paul when he comes back. So we're gonna see how he does without Paul, because Brock did it. Now, did did Brock did have great promos without Paul? No, no, no. But he was still over without Paul. He didn't need Paul anymore. So is this gonna happen with Roman? Is Roman gonna show us that he can do stuff without Paul? Is he gonna show us that he can get over without Paul? Because these are things that need to be. These are things that need to be said and seen. And seen. You know. Um. The John Cena thing. We finna see what happens tonight with that too, right? Like him winning and him getting the 17. Okay. Like I'm not gonna talk bad about him. Like I'm not. Like he did it. He did it. Like now whoa. This is not me talking bad about him, but he's not my goat. Never will be my goat. He's other people's goat, and that's cool. But he's not my goat. He's never gonna be my goat. It's not. But he got rank number 17, and that's bragging rights. Now he said that they're gonna have to make another title when when he's done. So meaning somebody's gonna have to beat Cena in December. 'Cause his last match is in December. Alright? So someone's gonna have to beat him in December because he's not losing that belt until then. Alright? I hope they don't waste another cash in on Cena. Or like another, not on Cena but in general. Like just don't waste another cash in like you did with Drew. Drew won Money in the Bank and then he cashed in and he lost. We don't need a failed cash count from a mill. All right, like we need a successful cash in. So meaning it's probably gonna be on Jay. Cause I don't see Cena. I don't see Cena losing. I don't see Cena losing the belt until December. I just don't. I just don't. I don't see it. So whoever wins Money in the Bank in June, I think it's in June. right? Right? Don't cash in on Cena because it's not gonna work. It's just not, and he's not gonna be around. Which again, we got another part timer as champ, which is whatever. It's whatever now. So it leaves the room open for Roman to be a part time champion again. Cause we back on that now, right? So we'll see. But I'm gonna end the show with that. All right. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. Make sure y'all watch wrestling tonight. Tonight. Make sure y'all watch defense. We see something coming out pretty soon. Uh, Again, like, subscribe, share. This is the Higher Gun. God bless. I love y'all. I'm out.